So, it is Friday, so technically the Rings of Power finale would have aired today. I kind of fell off the show a couple of weeks ago because I stopped using Amazon Prime, trying to save money this year. This show has had so many chances to get me hooked, and it's failed time and time again, and it's really unfortunate because you could play something like Shadow of Mordor and be immersed for hours on end. But an actual Lord of the Rings show, I guess that's what it's called. I don't want to say it's boring, but the only character I like is Arondir. An elf that kind of probably shouldn't even exist in Tolkien lore, honestly, but it's the only character that works. It's not even started with the fact that his girlfriend or whatever got shot with 2 arrows, not wearing any armor, and she lived, but versus Boromir, who got shot 3 times and still fought off like 10 orcs before he died. So let's not even compare that, I guess, right? That's because that makes a lot of sense. Maybe those melons on her chest saved her, who knows? But, so many problems with this show. And just speaking strictly as a fan of Middle-earth, and going into a potential second season, what is there to do? From what I understand, second season is apparently years away, which is stupid. How can I keep an audience doing that? Game of Thrones almost lost their audience when they did that. The last season was, what, a year after whatever season was previously? I think it was season 7 and 8, where like years apart. Should have shot it at once. They know they want 5 seasons. Shoot the whole thing. As long as they can't afford it. Spend billions of dollars on this show. We can't even shoot 2 seasons back to back. Like, you look at The Witcher. The Witcher shot season 1, then they took, what, maybe a couple months off to start shooting production immediately on the next season. Because the show was a hit. You make you wait 2 to 3 years, or even 1 year, people are going to forget. People got lives, they got stuff to do. Especially with streaming services, people just probably just going to wait for to watch the whole thing anyway. People don't have an attention span to wait week to week. I know I don't. Or even something like a Lord of the Rings show, quote unquote. I'm just wait and watch all at once.
There are other places in Middle-earth we can go. Perhaps Rohan.
We could go north. Let's go. Use a different name. Start anew.
I would love that in my heart.
I can just watch the Lord of the Rings trilogy almost all at once. It's that good. This show is so forgettable. I completely forgot the show was on. That's sad. Very sad. In the last episode I watched, Galadriel was looking at the volcano when it was erupting, and she just stared at the mist as it was flowing towards her. And that was the last time I saw the show. Because I'm like, wow, she's that stupid to do that. What is the point of watching anything else? Because the show has kind of ruined Galadriel for me.
It's your end.
I was watching Chris Gore from Film Threat, and his friend on the panel has seen the finale. Basically said there's nothing to really talk about, because apparently nothing happened. Apparently you got the rings at the end, but the show's called Rings of Power, and I don't have the damn rings. So how long did it take them dwarves to build that tower? Dwarves are master craftsmen. Shouldn't take an entire season to build one bloody tower, man. It's ridiculous. I don't know if there's a point to watching the rest of the show now. Gotta wait years for the next season. It's retarded. Doesn't say how many years, according to the article I listened to. John Campion said next season's apparently years away. Don't know how many years. It just makes it worse. Like, I'm not gonna keep an audience if you make them wait that long.
The leader of those escaped slaves will need her dead first. She's growing.
I know me as a writer, I take a little bit longer to write stuff, because ideas are always flowing. I'm doing other things, but for a TV show with this kind of budget, how would you not think to shoot it at once? So lazy.
And even the Gravewalker himself will be crushed into dust under the feet of the Uruk.
Telling you, man, they just adapt Italian into live action.
Must have been nothing. Clean out your ears. You're always hearing things.
Just made the show about Arendir and some more unknown characters on a smaller scale that has nothing to do with the movies. Would have been so much better. But the shows now, I always gotta connect to something. That's why shows like Andor guy fail, because trying to make it about a character that has no personality, really. Has no actual stakes. The character was boring. The character is boring, the show's not gonna work. Apparently most of that show is about a heist or something. Shocker. But apparently it took him 6 episodes to get to the heist.
Raise that beacon. Oh, signal. Get to the beacon.
I'm a pretty big, massive Middle-earth fan, but I ain't waiting for this show, man. I know shows like Sherlock take a long time in between seasons or whatever, but if you have a dedicated audience, those people will wait. But they do stuff differently in England, so it's not seasons, it's called series over there, but you have a dedicated audience, they'll wait most likely, but
Look, the Tark. After him.
For me, if Arendelle isn't on screen and the show kind of falls apart because Galadriel on that show is terrible. She's awful. She's a freaking stone-faced little zombie chick. Stamps her feet and makes demands. It's not who Galadriel is. And people saying that, oh, maybe she develops over time. Like, she's an elf. Doesn't change. And again with the Sildor, teenage Sildor nonsense, I'm like, teenage Sildor, really? Because he's a regular human. So that doesn't make any sense. This said thousands of years before the Fellowship of the Ring. I hate to say it, but I think this show is kind of a flop. It's unfortunate, it really is. Oh well. And this goes back to Star Wars, because the problem I have with that Andor show is that it explains too much. Either explains too much or it's trying to do too much. It's a character I don't give a damn about. And the problem with Rings of Power is that it has way too many characters, not enough story. And the title is misleading. Is it 8 episodes? Last time I watched the show was the first, battle scene. The entire series. And the best scene, for me, was when Arendelle saved the kid in the forest. Best scene I've seen in the show. Like, nothing like Galadriel stamping her feet is really grabbed my attention, because she just comes off as annoying. It's too modern. It's the problem. It's too modern. This is why I said a while ago, I'm like, this show does not need to exist. This show should not exist. Set in the Second Age. Tolkien didn't write that much about the Second Age. Do you think there's a reason for that? You don't need to know everything. This is the problem with modern TV in general. And going back and forth, but Andor is a prequel to a prequel. That's why it's so boring. From what I have seen of it, there isn't much. Took them 8 episodes to build one tower. And so I kind of stopped watching the show. I kind of forgot that the show exists, honestly. I'm like, oh yeah, that show. I don't see anybody talking about it, really. Except for, like, Friday Night Tights or whatever. Well, that's the once a week, so... So I hear some people talking about the Andor show or whatever, but I think when people discuss a show, it's important to talk about the flaws. And there are certain channels I don't really hear them people talk about the flaws of the show. I know there are flaws, because this character is just the only other time he just showed up is in the prequel, and then he died. So I just don't get why he's so important all of a sudden. As for Rings of Power, I've said this before, but they need some new writers. And they should consider not making people wait a year or 2 years for the next season. Because now I'm not even going to bother to watch the first season finale. I think I missed 2 episodes, but I'm not even going to bother now. There's no point. It can make me wait years for the next season. Probably going to forget anyway, so it's pointless. See, I've always been an advocate for more Middle-earth games. Like, something else in the Middle-earth series here. I was kind of hoping for, at least 3 of these, but they killed my boy Italian in the second one, so... Italia's still around, but... I don't think she's strong enough for her own game. Even though she's an elf. But... missed opportunity. I would have rather had more games than a TV series that doesn't need to exist in the first place. It's like I'm not saying I want to cancel or anything, I just want adjustments to be made. For one, don't make people wait 3 years for another season. That's stupid. 2, get better writers for Galadriel. Stop making this annoying modern chick. It's not who she is. 3, give Arendelle a spin-off. And just slowly write him out of this show, because it doesn't belong in the show. And that wizard guy, he better not be Gandalf, because that doesn't make any sense either. The starter wizards don't show up to the 3rd age. I know they're probably going to try and be Gandalf, but it doesn't line up with anything in the lore or the films or the books. So it's like,
He was the meanest bastard I ever met.
I'm sure some people out there like those not Hobbit things, but I don't. So, kind of hoping they disappear next season. Just get rid of them. Kill them off, have them disappear, I don't care. Get rid of them. They're annoying and they have no purpose in this show.
You hear that? Take that slave. Must have been a goat. If it comes back, kill it then. Kill the traitors!
To be completely honest, I tried to watch the show, I really did. Try to give it a benefit of the doubt. And there's really nothing there. And apparently, Harbrand is Sauron, as I predicted. And of course he is. Why wouldn't he be? No, he's not the same height as Sauron is. He's not the bringer of gifts in this season, so either he's gonna do that later, or I don't know. Doesn't make any sense.
Nice teeth. Mine are sharper.
I think it'd be cool to have a Middle-earth game where you play as an orc. Or just make another original character like Talion. Set it in Gondor or something. You know, I could watch it with Prime or whatever, 30-day trial or whatever, but then they're gonna start charging me again. So it's like, my goal is to save money this year, so I'm just gonna wait. They're really gonna push another season years away. Again, there's no point even watching this one out. But let's say hypothetically that I do like the finale. I'd probably lose interest. To think about it. Season 2 of The Witcher premiered, what, last December? Season 3 and 4 are going to be shot back to back. And got the little spin-off show. Blood Origin or something. Those are premiering this December as well. Or this year sometime. That's how you do it. That's on Netflix. Netflix don't have the same budget as freaking Amazon. Some Amazon, they have wait years for another season of the show they've been promoting for what, how long? Seeing all the boxes I get now, Rings of Power or whatever. They're trying to be like Disney, promote stuff, but they're not as efficient as Disney, I'll tell you that. Because I don't know if I want to bother now. I mean, at least with video games, I know they can be delays and stuff. When you're Amazon, and you put this much effort into one show, just do it all at once. I mean, I know the Hobbit movies weren't, I don't think those were shot all at once, but those weren't as heavy in practical effects as the original Lord of the Rings trilogy was. It's probably more expensive with the Hobbit because it was more CG and stuff, especially with Smaug. Now this is a lot of practical effects being used, so I'm shocked that they wouldn't just shoot it at once and be done with it. Especially since they want to have 5 seasons apparently, even though there's nowhere near enough material for that. Which is the biggest problem with the show. There's no material. There's no source material to base it on. They can't use the appendices, they can't use the Silmarillion. They've already messed up Galadriel somehow. I don't know how that's possible, but somebody messed up Galadriel. Half these characters don't even exist in the movies. 2,000 years before, only characters that would still be alive would be elves. So Arondir would still be around in the movies or whatever. Wouldn't see him, but he would be alive. His girl wouldn't be alive. The kid is half elf, so maybe he'd be around, but you could have smaller stories in Middle-earth and still have it be interesting. But the problem with the show, trying to link it with the movies, link it with classic Tolkien lore, that's what's tearing it apart. Not having enough interesting characters to follow for what, an hour and change per episode? I'm like, come on. You want to make it a drama, make it a drama. But don't toy with your audience. Tell them that, oh, you have to wait 3 years for the next season. I hope you guys still care by then. Believe me, I won't.
tell you, he's a real piece of work. I... Rage and fury. They may as well die of fright.
I'm still laughing about Galadriel looking at the smoke floating towards her like an idiot. That was the last shot of that episode. The last episode I watched. I haven't bothered since. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I was thinking about how much money they spent on this. Just closed her eyes and watched as the freaking... See, I'm more for gamers, so... It's probably easy for a show like this to completely go under my radar. Amongst the many things I do throughout the day. If I have to keep watching Stone-Faced Galadriel, it might just kill me. Such a waste. Such a waste. Could have just made like short films or something if they wanted to do something else in Middle Earth. They're that desperate for that type of thing. Just make short films or something. It's like, you know, The Lord of the Rings doesn't belong on TV, man. You can't take the scale of something like Return of the King and throw it on TV. It's never gonna work. Like, no one has that type of budget. Except maybe HBO. Because I look at some of the fight scenes from Game of Thrones, like, with those wildlings, some of the later seasons, like the giants. Yeah, that's pretty expensive stuff with the practical effects. That was mostly practical effects. That's probably why it worked. But, Amazon don't have that budget, man. Clearly they've wasted it on Galadriel's wardrobe. And not on the story like it should have been.
Huh? All at once now! They betrayed us!
Just look at the smoke. Just stare at the smoke as it was flowing towards her like a freaking river.
This looks like a nice spot for a fight. Bring out the soft skin meat! An attack? Oh, yes! Could be a bloody one! Just a bit! Oh my God! Somebody kill that I am your doom! Flesh!
Oh. They call me crazy, but I think the show could be a lot better. You just change a couple things in the story structure. Get rid of some characters that don't need to be there at all. Like that light-skinned queen chick. She doesn't need to be there. What purpose does she serve? Teenage Isildur? Get rid of him. Elendil? Like, come on, man. Just doing that whole nostalgia thing. Remember him? Remember Galadriel mentioning Elendil and Fellowship of the Ring? Not really, but thanks for bringing it up.
Here, son. I have something for you. I'm the finest smith.
Father. Is it mine?
Every ranger should have his own blade. Care for it always. It is an extension.
It won't ever leave my side.
Not like sad or nothing, I'm just underwhelmed. Just the thought of waiting like 3 years for one show. Stupid. I mean, like, I use Dragon Age as an example. Like, the next Dragon Age is still a while away, but at least with games, you know that to expect delays, because anything can happen in production and whatnot. With a show like this should have been mapped out from the beginning. Something like Dragon Age has definitely been planned. It's gone through changes and whatnot. It's just natural, that type of thing. But I think maybe people wait is really lazy. I never thought of Amazon as a lazy studio. I really did. It's crazy.
I don't understand why men go scream so much.
Because then they'll have like another season of Jack Ryan. Pretty good show. I don't know if you'll wait that long for that, unless what's the guy's name? Mr. Fantastic from Doctor Strange. Unless he's doing other projects, and if your main character is doing other projects, yeah, usually you wait, or at least plan around it. But put an entire show years away is probably one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Especially with something called Lord of the Rings. I think people are gonna wait. Like, I was supporting the show, it really was. But, unfortunately, Arondir cannot save the show. It's unfortunate. He is the best character in the show.
I've seen the road. Teach you to mouth off.
Sadly, it's not really saying much, but,
There's a slave in the next camp over as a member of the resistance.
Nothing but a bunch of weird old rocks. Don't get why some Uruk are scared.
I mean, the one character, what's his name, Adar or something? He was interesting. I think if they just focused more on original characters instead of, oh, we're gonna talk about the mystery of where Sauron went. Like, honestly, who cares, man? We know what happens to him. Who cares what he's doing? Why is it so important? Why do we need to know where Sauron is at this point in time? What is he gonna possibly do? Doesn't have the ring. Therefore he has no significance. He doesn't make the ring until after the other rings are forged. Since it hasn't happened yet, there's no point to talking about Sauron. Celebrimbor has one job in the Middle Earth lore. It's to craft the bloody rings. Apparently he can't even do that. The more I think about it, the more it makes me laugh. I'm like, you know, part of me wants to watch it now just because. It would probably make me laugh my ass off, but not a comedy, so that shouldn't happen, but you know. She don't know what's down there. That's the reason I'm much call. Yeah, they need to work on the dialogue a little bit. Dialogue in the show is atrocious. Terrible. I mean, even the Hobbit movies have similar, like, nostalgic type dialogue, but nothing as bad as in this show. Not even close. At least Smaug was accurate. He was only in the movie like, what, 10 minutes? But then he died in that awful, what was it, Battle of the Seven Armies or something? I don't remember the freaking title.
The time will come when the Dark Lord will be strong enough that his shadow will cover the land. Eyes of a concord.
I mean, the not Hobbit things are kind of original characters, but they're not interesting.
Get them away from those categories and let me have a nice close look.
Did I just hear something?
Damn you! Your end is here!
Yeah, that chick, Bronwyn or something, shot with 2 arrows and she lived. 2 arrows to her chest and she lived. Not wearing any armor, didn't have any friggin' weapons, and she lived. Just like that chick from the Kenobi show, stabbed through the chest. Somehow made it all the way to Tatooine before Kenobi, so she can cry and be quote-unquote redeemed at the end or nothing, something. Because so we all wanted to see, right? In a show called Kenobi. Like, you know what I want in a show called Kenobi? I want to see some random chick get stabbed through the chest, live, and then try to kill Luke. That's what I wanted to see. And the same with this show. A show called Rings of Power. There's no rings. It's literally the only thing Mordor does. You got it right in the games. All you gotta do is translate it. Why is it so hard? Trying to fill this space with needless crap.
He must have run off. What was that? Look, the ranger! Gotta light a signal for us!
You'll be breakfast.
Trust me! Better get the lads over here! We're gonna cut you to ribbons! That ranger knows we're too tough for him. Did you hear that? What's gonna like the signal? He's crazier than I am! Wait! I smell something! Let me take him down! Rats! Must have been rats. Definitely. Stay put! No, not me, you bloody worm! Right, that finger! Stop moving! Right, the finger! I've got Shoot the Catago's knees out, and it'll crush the Grave Walker. Be ready, hunters! Must have imagined it. We'll have to find a fight somewhere else then. Whatever it was. Yeah, basically. You still want to fight? I'll fight you. I've seen him! Attack! Up above! Nobody's gonna come save you. Nah, we're gonna get nice and clever. I'd never want to go into battle without my crossbow. I'd rather just hack away nice and loose. I'm with you. Can do so much more damage that way.
When we march out, we'll hunt down what's left of the elves and slaughter every last one.
A day will come. Nobody in this land even remembers it.
From Mordor to Rovanion, it'll be nothing but Uruk.
Where were you when Dol Guldur needed you? Ratastan Grog as you weren't you? Your guard. It might come back. I don't care what it was. Just in case.
I think something just moved.
Blood and pain. Bloody pigskin sticking up Fort Ball. Ain't so bad. There's so many of them, they don't even miss one if you're feeling like doing some more. Gotta go. Ain't had the boss rations ever. Good enough. He's just following orders from the warships. It's them that's got on the floor. Them slave masters at the mines need to work their soft skins harder. Yeah, the quartermaster. Something just moved over there. Just my imagination, I suppose. Well, if it was something, then it better stay away! What was that noise? I suppose it was my imagination. Well, what was that? I don't think anything was ever there.
Did I just hear something?
Want to kill this clone? Look up!